Hey everyone, Josh here with Fresh Start Customs, and today I've got a fully packed video of information that you need to know about the new Glowforge Aurora that just came out. We're going to be covering how much it is, where you can get it from, some very important information that you need to know before you order it, and I'll explain why, how important this is that you know this in advance. And then we're going to show you some new images that Glowforge released to the public, and then some important information of specs on it, like wavelength, and then we're going to talk about some safety information as well. So with all that out of the way, let's just jump into this. The new Glowforge Aurora is real, like there was the rumors floating around, and they just released it today, and you can buy it from Michael's and Joann fabric stores all across the country right now. It is the $1,200 like it was rumored to be. And with all that out of the way, they did release some information about the difference between the current laser and the Glowforge Aurora. So right now, the current laser is all of this information right here. So the current lasers are 7 times stronger than the Glowforge Aurora that they're going to release. So the Aurora is pretty much just for in-home hobby users. They're probably going towards the market of Cricut users to get them into an introduction to lasers at a cheaper cost. So just a heads up on that. If you expect this to be a super strong machine, it is not. It's just a basic diode laser. And there are certain materials that can't cut, and I'm going to jump into that here in just a moment here. So that's another important thing you need to know before you jump into this. This one's going to be a lot slower than the regular machines. So the regular machines are about 5 to 15 times faster than the Glowforge Aurora. And then the regular machines are about twice as big as this new machine. So the new machine is the 12 by 12 bed. The cutting area will probably be a little bit smaller, just like the Glowforge Basic, Plus, and Pro, because this is the bed size of the Pro, Basic, and Plus. But the cut area is a little bit smaller than that. So just a heads up on that. You're probably going to be cutting a little bit smaller than a 12 by 12 section. And then it cuts thinner materials than the regular Glowforge, obviously, because it's not as strong. And then the most important one I'm going to skip to down here is this right here. So your current Glowforges, the Basic, Plus, and Pro, can cut unlimited file sizes for free. But this statement right here is what you must know before you order a Glowforge Aurora. So what this means is this can support up to 100 kilobytes of file sizes for free. So if you go over 100 kilobytes of one file, you will have to be a Glowforge Premium subscriber in order to use that file. There's no way around this as of right now. Hopefully in the future, Glowforge can adjust this, or we'll see what happens. But you must know this beforehand. This means, like, if you use any rasterized images, such as JPEG or PNG, more than likely that's going to be over 100 kilobytes of file size. If you want to just do a regular photo engraving straight from your phone to, like, a piece of wood, for example. Just a heads up on that. But if you're using just vector, like cut lines and stuff, you'll be good to get this for free. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on this before you went and ordered it, specifically for like photo engraving only. Now, if you have a vector engraving of a photo, that'll probably be fine. But you could go over that file size still. So I wanted to give you a heads up on that. Glowforge Premium monthly is about $50 a month. You can get that at a reduced cost if you pay for the entire year. I'm not sure what the reduced cost comes out monthly. So just a heads up on that. You may want to look into that before you purchase this machine if you're not expecting this. So once again, with the Glowforge Aurora, 100 kilobytes of file space is free per file. Or if you have the bigger Glowforges, there is no worry about paying for premium to upload a file size. So keep that in mind. With all that out of the way, I'm going to show you guys some more information on the photos of it. They now have an unboxing section of how to unbox your machine with a video. And then they got all these new photos here with more information. So this shows you like where the diffuser is, your camera lid, etc. You can pause the screen or pause the video anytime if you need to read any of this. Just don't want to bore you guys. Here's another photo. I know in their introduction video it says that you can place this anywhere. You can only if you have a filter. If you don't have a filter, it will need to be by a window because you have to exhaust the exhaust port here out a window or into a filter. Just keep a heads up on that. The box looks pretty cool. It's a nice looking design here, so that's a cool way to present whenever it gets shipped to you. And then we're going to scroll past all of this. This is the inside of what it looks like when you get it out of the box, so it looks pretty well packaged. We're going to scroll down. It looks like there's a little bit more to the assembly of this one because it looks like it's already pre-ribbon cabled together. You're going to have to attach that and then move the axle forward and backwards here. And then you'll add in this new crumb tray. This is what the new crumb tray looks like with all these hexagons. It looks a little bit different than the old crumb tray. And then here's the exhaust port and hose that I was talking about. You must exhaust this, otherwise this could cause harm to you and your family. So just keep a heads up for this. And then lastly, here is the little power cord that you need to plug in. And finally, you do need to have Wi-Fi connection, just like all the other Glowforges. You must be connected to Wi-Fi in order to use this. You can't use it through an Ethernet cord, to my understanding. And then here's some specs and information on this. This is the regular Glowforge Plus Basic and Pro, but what we're talking about is this right here. Basically what this means, the difference between the Plus Basic and Pro and the new Aurora is the Aurora is a diode laser, which means it cannot cut clear acrylic, it cannot cut mirrored acrylic, some translucent material it can't cut either, and then white acrylic it cannot cut either. Other than that, solid colored acrylics it's usually fine with. The reason why it can't cut through those three types there are it's a different wavelength and it doesn't work that well with those types of material. So just a heads up on that. If you wanted this to cut clear acrylic, translucent acrylic, mirrored acrylic, or white acrylic, don't get this machine. It's not for you. It's not going to cut. Get a basic, a plus, or a pro. That will cut all of those materials. And then lastly, the other material that you do not want to cut but is able to be cut in here in two different ways. And what I mean by that is the iron-on material. So what they did is they released a Glowforge proof-grade iron-on material. So if I scroll up, it looks like this. This contains no vinyl products, which could cause damage to your machine. So if you're going to use vinyl on material, you have to use their proof grade material or something that has no vinyl in it. If you go online and you buy a big roll of vinyl thinking you're getting away with cheap material, and you put it in this machine and you cut the material in this machine, it will corrode out the entire inside of that machine, and it'll ruin your entire machine. And not only that, that could cause harm to you and your family. Don't do it. Don't cut vinyl records with it either. So just a heads up on that. And that brings us to our last point, is the safety. They do have a new safety page for the Glowforge Aurora here. Read all this over, like electronic safety, fire safety is a big one. You'll want to keep it clean. So just to keep a heads up for that as well. And other than that, that's pretty much it for this video. Check out all of the different resources there. It's all on the Glowforge's website. You can find this under the community tab for the announcement and support tab for all of the other things in this video. Other than that, I hope this helped you guys out today. I hope this kept you informed on all of the information. I'm going to scroll back through here on the safety page one more time, kind of slowly. If you want to pause the video at any point and read any of this information, go ahead and pause it and then read it over. I don't want to have to read all this off for you guys for basic laser safety information, but it is definitely something that you should know about before you get into lasers here, because certain types of materials could cause harm, and you definitely don't want to do that. With all of that out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.